Muslims. Governor Zodima fires 20 commissioners. COVID-19 key into RRR scheme. Kogi government urges residents. Ibadan Muslims defy Sultan's directive. Observe Eid al-Fitr prayer on Wednesday. Eid al-Fitr, Governor Gwai calls for prayers, sober reflection. Insecurity, Bangboshe suggests those responsible for robbery attack at Asurok. I'm joined in the studio this morning by GBEMISOLA. SOYEMI, good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to everyone listening. I'll take headlines from Premium Times now. This is about 2021 UTME, JAMB to extend registration deadline as candidates grapple with difficulties. 7 APC governors, others, fault Buhari's handling of security and restructuring. Nigeria's electricity grid collapses again. $153 million, 80 properties recovered from ex-petroleum minister Diezani. That's credited to the EFCC. Police officer, civil servant linked to Akwa Ibom job seekers kill, speak on suspicious call records. Obaseki may clash with PDP over appointments, party structures in Edo State. And Hini Umare, how I escaped being raped, killed by Akwa Ibom suspected serial killer. That's coming from another job seeker. Nigeria's Sovereign Wealth Authority reports 343% revenue jump. And on insecurities, Southern senators back governors. Eid al-Fitr, Lawan, Gbajabiamila, Ugwuanyi, others give message of hope to Nigerians. And finally from here, Southern reps endorse governors' resolutions on open grazing, restructuring, and others.
The Punch newspaper is next. Lagos threatens to prosecute Hajj returnees over 7-day compulsory isolation. Boggled Asur Villa building was hotspot for contractors, others. Nobody is forcing vaccines on Oyedepo. Community leader slums dies dancing at Rivers wedding. Boko Haram fighters attacked military formation. Didn't touch us, Maiduguri residents. We will keep Baba Ijesha until Jusun resumes, police tell protesters. Southern governors' resolutions. ACF backs open grazing ban, says restructuring to divide Nigeria. Terrorists in southwest planning attacks on redemption camp. Winners, mosques, Akintoye. More headlines from the Punch newspaper this morning. 3 burned to death as refrigerator gas explodes in Ogun. Ex-Lagos local government boss arrested with cocaine at MMIA Murtala Mohammed International Airport. 145 million naira seized. Family petitions commander over killing of Imo businessman by soldiers. And APC PDP senators clash over calls for Buhari's impeachment. APC to release convention timetable, May ending. Those are some of the headlines from the Punch newspaper.
I'll take a look at Guardian newspaper now. NIN to create sustainable digital identity for Nigerians, says Oshibaju. Poor electricity supply worsens as national grid collapses. Imo governor sacked 20 commissioners, retains 8. Lagos, Delta assure residents of adequate security. How lack of equipment, political will allow criminals go scot-free. Again, gunmen attack stations, kill police officer in Akwa Ibom. Eid al-Fitr, Buhari and others call for unity and prayers. Also from Guardian newspaper, Lagos puts US, Canada 12 orders on surveillance over COVID-19. And finally, Boko Haram demands 28 million naira for 52 Adamawa abductees.
Front page of the Nigerian Tribune, famine may threaten 12.8 million Nigerians between June and August. That's from the FAO. And insecurity, police stop personnel from escorting political office holders, VIPs in Southeast, South. Southern senators, reps back Southern governors. Restructuring, national dialogue, ban on open grazing. With these riders, we will work with the National Assembly to achieve our goals. Akiredolu, don't be afraid of consequences of your decision. Afenifere, governor's resolution informed by fragile state of the country. Pandef, northern governors must emulate their southern counterparts. Middle Belt Forum, back up your resolution with actions. So Aneze, restructuring will depend on whether Nigeria remains one or not. ACF. In other news, Nigeria's diaspora remittance dropped by 28% in 2020. World Bank, gas explosion kills 3 In Abeokuta, great collapse plunges Nigerians into darkness. And another story here, sea pirates kill 2 in raid of Akwa Ibom waterways. And finally, Ibadan Chief Imam Sheikh Dairu Bauchi mark Eid al-Fitr ahead others as Muslims worldwide celebrated it today. Buhari, governors, others felicitate faithful.
All right, I'll take headlines from the nation now. APC reaffirms commitment to secure Nigeria. Police stop escorts for ministers, VIPs to southeast and south. US, Canada, France, 11 others on Lagos watch list, says Commissioner Khan declares 3-day prayer. Lagos Council pool 1,385 jostle for APC tickets. Screening begins Saturday. Makinde denies interfering with appointments of judges. TCN announces system collapse. And police warn against VIP escorts in southeastern rivers. Aggrieved soldiers petition Buhari reject proposed army housing scheme. And on COVID-19, Lagos places USA, Canada, and 11 others on watch list. I took that earlier. Customs intercept 80,882 pirated books worth 80 million naira. And on 2022 gubernatorial election, Fayemi's successor must come from Ekiti South, says Olujimi. Those are headlines from the Nation newspaper.
We'll take a break for a message. We'll be back for a short while. Stay with us.
As you freely connect to your creator, also stay in touch with your loved ones across all networks for just 12 kobo per second all through this holy month. Simply dial *152# to enjoy this special voice plan. And if you want to share pictures and videos of fun Sahoo moments, dial *312# to get best value Airtel Night Bundle.
Airtel, the smartphone network. Láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn ń kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. Ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
Ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. Questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́ ó ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
Fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House, Dùgbẹ̀, Ìbàdàn.
Telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 08168737222.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Keep cavities out!
And the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Chidi, now where you dey go dey jump road up and down?
Na papa say make I buy am Shakis.
Shagini? Oh, I don't tell this man say make you no dey send this boy buy alcohol na. Papa Chidi, abeg no dey send this pikin buy Shakis o.
Mama Chidi, why na? No be buy I say make him buy, make I no dey send a message again.
Papa Chidi, you no know say na small before you go wan know how the thing dey taste and if that one come happen, when you come dey drink am, na big problem be that o.
Hey, e reach that one?
Yes o, Papa Chidi, e reach. Person wey never reach 18 no suppose touch alcohol. Papa Chidi, you hear me so? Even the Federal Ministry of Health talk say alcohol na for only person wey don reach 18.
Okay o, I don hear. I no go send am again. In fact, make I go tell am myself. Chidi!
Now, Distillers and Blenders Association of Nigeria, DBAN, will be subsector of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, bring on this message.
My name is Data Lover Joe Mapel. Any wolf I go know I'm well. Oh, MTN Pulse don't come ring my bell. What's this I hear of data just for the night? You see, I'm a very, very big guy, but I don't joke with my geeky bites. So MTN get the free guy with this data plan for the midnight. 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. 2 gig, oh boy, can live the life. IG, TikTok is ready to go. Oh boy, I'm feeling fine. Because 11 to 6 in the morning. IG, TikTok falling. 2 kiki there for me. MTN boss, yes, of course, MTN boss.
MTN Pulse. Do you? Dial *406 hash to join.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
lọ mú àpò rẹ̀bẹ̀tẹ̀ bílíṣì àìpò méjì fún mi.
Máàmì méjì báwo.
Torí pé màá fi kan rẹ àwọn aṣọ funfun yìí màá fi kan tó kùn pa gbogbo kòkòrò.
ṣùgbọ́n èmi ò rí kòkòrò bíbá ẹ̀ máàmì.
wo wọ́n kéré débi pé o ò lè fojú rí wọn ṣùgbọ́n wá ìdí nìyẹn tọkàn mi fi balẹ̀ lórí bílíṣì àìpò láti pa wọ́n pátápátá.
jẹ́ káṣọ funfun rẹ funfun sí i kí lè rẹ́ sì bọ́ lọ́wọ́ kòkòrò àìfojúrí tí ń fa àìsàn. agbára àfọ̀mọ́ tó wà nínú bílíṣì àìpò yóò pa gbogbo kòkòrò àìfojúrí pátápátá.
ṣòfẹ́ mọ̀dí rẹ̀ bí mo ṣe ń dábìí ẹ̀dùn òbí ó wè health concern global consult and multilevel marketing cooperative investment credit society limited tó jalagbàtà fún gbogbo àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe herbal food supplement nílẹ̀ òkèèrè làṣírí ibẹ̀ bí wọn náà bá fẹ́ lè ra tó péye tó wọ́n sì tún máa rogó sápò rẹ̀ lọ́nà tó lẹ̀ jí tì tó sì máa gbàdá mẹ́wàá sí ìdá mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún lórí owó tó fi dókòwò lóṣooṣù láì kiri ọjà tàbí múrì fara wa ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ dókòwò papọ̀ pẹ̀lú wa àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti bá a dókòwò papọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ máa gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tẹ́ fi kópa nínú ìdíje yìí kó tó ríire tí ó wáyé lọ́jọ́ kejì oṣù kẹwàá ọdún tá a wà yìí níbi tẹ́ẹ̀dì fọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ ìrìnàjò sí Dubai lọ́ọ̀tìlẹ̀ kan níbi sẹ́mẹ́ntì gbẹdọ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀kadà jẹnẹrétọ̀ fìríjì àtètò ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ ọlọ́dún kan fáwọn ọmọ wa ṣe fàjẹ́ àjọ tó ń rí sí ìyíkoto ìdíje oríire buwọ́lu ètò yìí kàsílẹ̀ iṣẹ́ health concern lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́ epo MRS ní kọjá Bishop Phillips Academy Ìwó Road Ìbàdàn àti ní Stanbic Bank Building Niger West Area Challenge Ìbàdàn pé 090504816 090504816 health concern sọ ìlera dọ̀rọ̀.
32 FM
94.9. You're welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us or for staying with us on the program. Break it down newspaper review on 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan. My name is DELE ADEYANJU.
And I am GBEMISOLA SOYEMI.
Dr. Oluo Jedokun joins us in the studio as the analyst this morning. Doctor, good morning.
Well, top of the day to you.
Yes, the first story quickly, because time is actually not our friend. We have a report here from Punch, and it's also covered by the Nigerian Tribune. The headline is Southern Governors Resolutions, ACF, that's Arewa Consultative Forum, backs open grazing ban, says restructuring to divide Nigeria. With 2014 confab report, no need for fresh dialogue, says the Middle Belt. Southern Governors' resolutions at their meeting on Tuesday generated more nationwide reactions. On Wednesday, the Northern Socio-Political Group, the Arewa Consultative Forum, told the Punch that some of those advocating restructuring were bent on the disintegration of the country. The group, however, supported the decision of the governors to ban open grazing of cattle. Is restructuring another name for disintegration or secession?
No, it depends. If you ask for restructuring, and the natural consequence of restructuring, of course, is that you give more powers to the locale, you give more powers to those that are far away from the center. But if the logical conclusion, because it's a question of self-determination, is that they want to be a part, they want to be a confederation or something more, then some might argue that it is a natural trajectory. But it's not necessarily so. There are many countries where you have active federalism, where you have cooperative federalism, where you have constructive federalism. So it's possible to have federalism in this country. Our problem is we've never really had federalism except during the Awolowo time. So those saying that it will lead to disintegration historically are wrong, contemporarily are wrong. You understand? It needs not lead to disintegration. It depends on the way it's managed.
You said we've never really had a true federalism.
Yes.
Something we've never really had. How do we now get a hold of it? How do we understand it?
Well, when I said we never really had, I accepted it by saying during Awolowo's time there was. So I think we have a textbook, or we have the history to go back to. Yes, we can take a cue from when we had the regions from that point of view. But apart from that, we can take a cue from other countries in the world. Our constitution was copied from America. They have federalism there. We have Canada, which has more of a confederation. We can also copy from there. Even in places like Germany, they have federalism. So we can copy from there. I may argue, those are foreign examples. I'm sure that there are local examples. Ghana, for instance, has some form of federalism, which we can also copy from. So I think federalism can work. We have not made it work. We are not allowing it to work, and hence frustration. You see, when you have a unitary system and you don't allow federalism to work, that unitary system leads to disintegration.
Is it about the constitution?
Part of it is the constitution, but part of it is an amendment to the constitution. In other words, you can amend the constitution such that we have active federalism. The problem is the exclusive and the concurrent list. The exclusive list, which is the preserve of the federal government, is loaded with most of the powers of the state, whereas the concurrent, which is power shared between the federal and the state, has very few items on it.
This writers on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, Akeredolu said we will work with National Assembly to achieve our goals. Well, I think the National Assembly was actually waiting for somebody to tickle them to begin action.
Yes, I don't have so much faith in the National Assembly. It's quite clear that they've not been proactive, and they're just sitting on their oars, waiting for someone, as you said, to tickle them. So let's hope that the government giving them the oomph, pushing them forward, may wake them up, rise them up from their slumber.
Afenifere said, "Don't be afraid of consequence of your action, of your decisions." Are there going to be some dire consequences?
Well, there are some people who are bent that everything must be controlled from Abuja, that power must flow from Abuja. And so the consequences of taking power from Abuja, power is never given up willingly. Sometimes there's a struggle, sometimes there are arguments, and sometimes it's negotiated. And some people are certainly not going to like that. And the arrowheads, the governors at the arrowheads, may pay a political price, political price being the operative word.
And the Middle Belt says that the northern governors must emulate their southern counterparts.
Yes, it depends what they mean emulate. Is it in terms of restructuring? Is it in terms of open grazing? Is it in terms of the military appointments, from that point of view? So the northern governors have one objective, it seems to me, and that objective is to support the status quo. Whether the status quo is failing us, whether the status quo is leading us to ruin and disaster, they seem to support the status quo no matter what, because they feel that it benefits them, not the northern people, not the masses, but them, the elite.
The northern governors.
Of course, the governors.
All right. Ohaneze says, back up your resolution with actions.
Yes, the action, really, we need to see a bill in the National Assembly. We need to see active proposals for the National Council of States to be convened so that many of these things, can actually be acted upon. I think what they mean is, let's see these things in the law, written in the law. Because if it's written down, if it's enacted into law, then the question, you understand, of just making statements all over the place will not even be an issue.
If we play this game by numbers, and if all governors call their senators and the House of Reps members to present these bills, when it gets to the National Assembly, do you think if we play by numbers, the northern people won't outnumber the votes from the south?
It is possible. Remember that the northern people are not homogeneous. Remember that you have the middle belt. Remember that you have Southern Kaduna. Remember that you have Taraba State. So there are parts in the north, you understand, which may, support the agenda of the west,
south,
not the west, of the south, as it were. But you are correct to say that they may mobilize to extinguish those hopes. But if they do, then at least it will be there for the whole world to see that they try to negotiate, they try to come to an accommodation, and it was frustrated by a particular part of the country. I think that could be very dangerous.
And is this the first time governors will be coming together in one voice, despite of political leaning?
It certainly is. It is certainly east. From one voice from the south, the swathe of the south. You understand? When I talk about southwest, we're not talking about south, southeast. Yes, it is, and it's quite significant. It's monumental. It's a watershed, and I think if I were the federal government, I would be taking this quite seriously.
How do you think Buhari is taking this?
How is Buhari taking it? He's not taking anything. We all know, let's stop the smoke screen, that Buhari is not in charge and is not really aware. But how are his appointees, the people that are taking decisions on that they have taken it? I think they're confused. I think there are many centers of power in Aso Rock, and I don't think they really know what to do at this point in time. But as the statement that they issued, we don't know whether it's Malami that was behind it, is that they're for restructuring and they're not for disintegration. So at least they're beginning to see that restructuring is a bandwagon which nobody can ignore.
I fear that this movement is dead on arrival. Is my fear validated?
That is the proposal.
The restructuring, all those things, I fear, because going by the numbers, it's a fair, and it's my fear validated.
Well, then that would be unfortunate if it's dead on arrival, because restructuring seems to be the ventilator where people are ventilating their frustrations. If that is capped, if that is curtailed, if it's contained or corralled, then my own fear is that, we're on uncharted waters, uncharted territory, and people will ask, what next? My belief is that what next is constitutionalism, and the only way of constitutionalism is to negotiate an outcome, which is at least going the way of restructuring, re-examining the past. Why should education, why should university approval be determined in Abuja? Why? Or why should radio licenses, be determined in one? Yes, the country is too large for that. In a unitary system, it's perfect. But in a federal system, we should have zonal and the security. Why should it be determined from Abuja? What does the soldier or the policeman from Kaduna know about what's going on in Iwo, in Ulupono, in Ilesha? What do they know about it? They don't. And what does the Malaysia man know about what goes on in Sokoto? They don't understand the culture. They can't, they can't assimilate it. It takes time. It takes years, and so we just compound the security situation when we have the kind of unitary command and control structure.
All right. I have one headline here that says that President Buhari said something in his victory message to Nigerians. He said, "Pray against bandits. Pray against bandits." And of course, he has asked the Nigerians to pray against banditry and kidnapping. In his words, he said we should jointly pray against the tragic incidents of kidnapping and banditry and the desperate quest for political power expressed through blackmail against the existence of our country and as a united entity. Now, this I looked through the message to Nigerians, and it looks like they just keep editing the same message every now and then. Rhetorics upon rhetorics upon rhetorics. So should Nigerians even trust any message from the president anymore? Should Nigerians take it seriously?
I can guarantee you that's probably penned by Gabasheo or one of the appointees of Buhari. I can guarantee you that Buhari never saw the text, never approved it, nor knows what is in the text. I don't think he's in a position to at this point in time. But having said that, you're right to say that it's constant editing, but also the prayer part. The government is incapacitated. The government is handicapped. They have resorted to prayers as if it's the chief imam of the country. But yes, you may argue that he's also the spiritual leader in some respect. But the reality of it, you understand, is they're not coming up with any actions. They're not coming up with any roadmap. They're just resorting and relying on prayers. My concern is the fact that after a while, all these state statements, you understand, they become very stale. When they become very stale, people don't take notice. Are they not already
stale?
Well, they're stale, and they're coming staler, if there's any word like that. And so people get tired of it. People don't even read it, and people don't even take notice of it. But I think it's customary in Nigeria, not just Buhari. It's customary that when there are festivities, people issue statements. Tinubu issued his own, and other political leaders will issue their own.
Governors also issue their own.
Yes, and I don't think the appointees of the president or the people in the president in Asoro want to be left behind, and they want to show. They want to demonstrate that the president is in charge and that he's in control. And I think sometimes they try too much to show us that fact.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I think there is a shelf and the rights on it. Eid al-Fitr messages. Just go there, pull out some of the finest scripts and edit, change to 2021
and say in the name of the president.
Yeah. And he's always talking about, those who are trying to blackmail the government and all of that. This is something that, when he came into power should I say about 2 years, it was majorly like a war against the previous administration. He did that for months, in fact, years. And now it looks like at every point in time when there's a message, this has to come in.
I think it's laziness. I think they're lazy. I think they're out of ideas. That's what it appears to me and to many people, and that's what many will suggest. And I think by referring to blackmail, they're trying to panic us, you understand, to their own cause. They're not trying to convince us rather intellectually. They're not trying to win the argument. What they're trying to do is stampede, cause a stampede. And that blackmail issue will not work, because most people that criticize this government are not about disintegration. All they just want is security. They want power. They want good education. They just want to be able to live.
A working health system.
Working health system, yes. They want to be able to live and live well. Is that blackmail? Is that too much to ask of Nigerian government? But Nigerian government sees things like that as blackmail.
Well, we take a break for a message. When we come back, we still have more news for Dr. Jadokun's reaction. Good morning.
iléeṣẹ́ Novesola wọ́n ní kí n sọ fún ọ pé tòjò tẹ̀rùn gbogbo àkókò ńlẹ̀ dá ádámà nílò náà yàtọ̀ sí náà dògán tá a fi ń sun bọ̀ọ̀lì lábà oko àgàgà yín náà sólà tó ń gbàgbára láti inú òrùn tó bá gbọ́ Novel sólà ní ó tẹ̀lé iléeṣẹ́ Novesola wọ́n ti wà ní sẹpẹ́ fún pèsè àwọn èròjà sólà lẹ́lẹ́kàǹkà inverter solar panels and batteries solar kit láti tanná láti charge battery gbọ́ rédíò kọrin jẹ̀gbádùn àti láti tanná ẹlẹ́yin bíi 2 sí 3 solar fan tó ń gbé fan láti tanná sùn dẹ́kun ẹ̀fọn amára níní ṣokùnfà àìsàn ibà solar floodlight fàyíká ilégbèé àtòpópónà fún sẹ̀mọ́lẹ̀ solar freezer láti ṣe nǹkan jíjẹ mímu lọ́jọ́sí kómi síta fún oníbàárà solar cctv camera ẹlẹ́yinjú àsáfà àbò nílé iṣẹ́ àtọ́fíìsì solar water heater tí somi tútù ní gbígbóná solar water pump tó lè fami gòkè ní kànga energy saving appliances dc bulb dc tv dc fan tó ń gbàgbára náà sára bẹ́ẹ̀ làkànṣe solar product wà fún dókítà lecturers farmers tailor àtàwọn ṣọ́ọ̀bù káríkárí Novesola kan náà ń lo kájú ẹ̀ kàn sí wọn bó rajà lólulẹ̀ iṣẹ́ wọn tó wà ní Akíndélé plaza ìdójúkọ Adamasingba stadium Mọ́kọ́lá Ìbàdàn tàbí lẹ́ka ilé iṣẹ́ wọn tó bá súnmọ́
081-8776-6005.
Novesola ló mójútó solar.
If you no sabi transfer news, you fit tell all your padi say na your team get correct top striker.
What are you talking about?
If you tell your padi say na your team get correct top striker, dem fit shout dey follow you argue.
No way.
If dem shout dey follow you argue, everybody for viewing centre fit shook mouth for the matter. If dem shook mouth for the matter, you fit fall your hand for the matter. If you fall your hand for the matter, you fit kick bench as you dey vex. Abeg, before you enter yawa, settle the matter with Google search. Get the latest football news, live scores, transfers, probabilities, and anything wey concern football with your Google app.
As the best man, I'd like to give a toast. But first, I have a few things to say. The money they are spraying the couple is reducing. It seems some people have rubbed glue under their shoes to pack it.
Clearly, he's been watching comedy nights or maybe My Siblings and I on Africa Magic Urban, DSTV channel 153. Now, you too can get inspired by our local entertainment. Get a HD decoder, dish, plus 1 month DSTV compact subscription for only 18,600 naira. Because great stories start on DSTV.
Ibadan! 9 Mobile 4G LTE has landed and we are in for the time of our lives. Streaming matches will never be the same. Video calls will be clearer than ever. Work will be so smooth, it won't feel like work. That's smooth.
Yes, Ibadan. Enjoy browsing with quality 4G LTE on 9 mobile data plans. Get 2 GB plus free access to social media for 500 naira, 7 GB plus free access to social media for 1,500 naira, and 3.5 GB free data for night streaming on select monthly data plans of 1,000 naira and above. Dial *200*3*1# to get started. T's and C's apply. 9 Mobile.
Egbògi kan ti délẹ̀ yìí. Egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe ni. Ó dára fẹ̀jẹ̀ gidi gan. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o.
Ojú rẹ̀ ṣàǹjọ̀lọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ kí làṣírí ẹ wà rí.
Veneton cleanser ni. Jámi sí ọ̀rẹ́. Veneton cleanser. Egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí bádọ̀tí ara wọ̀ yá ìjà rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n yẹbẹyẹbẹ. Inú tó ń kú tó ń dàrú gbòdògbòdò. Kò bára rẹ̀ èrí inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. Amọ̀nà ti dé o. Veneton cleanser. Egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí a fi ewé àti egbò ṣe ní ọ̀nà ti gbàlódé. NAFDAC Fòǹtẹ̀lù MA1 Nigeria Limited ni wọ́n gbé Veneton cleanser jáde. A wà ní nọ́mbà 17 Ọba Akínyẹlé off Adeogun Street Aláàfin Avenue Olúyọ̀lé Estate Ring Road Ìbàdàn. Telephone 08034051533 fún títà àti rírà. Ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Veneton cleanser àmọ̀tẹ́kùn egbòogi tí ń ya gbogbo kòkòrò inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́.
Please sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn, then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stambicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
This is what you hear on Sunday.
You were beautiful.
This is what happens before Sunday.
Where are the teams? One more slip up and you are out. Do you understand? It's rehearsal time, everybody.
Where's my dress? So
watch Countdown to Showtime, an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the intense rehearsals, painful setbacks, and all the drama as the contestants battle for the ultimate prize on Nigerian Idol. Countdown to Showtime, only on Showmax.com.
32 FM.
94.9.
Oh, welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. The next story here, terrorists in Southwest planning attacks on redemption camp winners mosques Akintoye. A renowned historian and Second Republic Senator, Professor Banji Akintoye, has alerted governors in the Southwest that the entire region has already been surrounded by terrorists. Akintoye, who is the leader of the Ilana Omodua, the umbrella body for Yoruba self-determination groups, informed the governors in a letter written to them that the terrorists were ready to strike any moment from now. He has actually called on the GO of Redeemed Church of God, Pastor Adeboye, Bishop Oyedepo of the Winners Chapel, and other church leaders and Islamic leaders too, to protect their churches and mosques from being attacked. Is this intelligence report? Intelligence report, rather.
I hope this is just an outburst. I hope this is just he's just being alarmist. But the senator, the professor, the renowned professor, it's not given to raising false alarm or making statements just for the sake of it. Some concern should be attached to this. I believe he has some intelligence somewhere. And I believe that the past narration or the past event will seem to back this up, that, attacks are increasing. Our forests have been dominated and have been taken over to a certain extent. Amotekun has been able to go to some of them, but how many of the forests have they been able to go into? The reality of it is that we have thick forest in the southwest. The other day they killed an elephant there, which suggests to you that there's a thick forest there. And many of them have found habitation in those places. And we've been very hospitable in the southwest, which means that, because we're very liberal, cosmopolitan, we don't really care, even when people from other parts of the country come. But I think now is the time to be vigilant. Now is the time to ask questions. And now is the time to be very cautious in our hospitality.
Or maybe we'll repel some movement into the society.
Yes, Amotekun certainly has to do that. They have to get the intelligence, they have to back it up, and they have to ensure that they work also with the local police to ensure that we're protected. And many of those forests that have been camps, there shouldn't be camps in the forest. If they are, they should be rooted out and they should be returned back to the sender.
Is it not a problem when people, citizens now, even if you are a professor, you're a doctor, you were previously in power, if people like this are the ones who give us the intelligence, we expect some, a department in agencies and government agencies, talking about security operatives and all of them. There should be a department in charge of that. Now, should it not be a problem that we are getting intelligence from people outside? I mean, even if there's going to be such respect, that they would channel it to the appropriate quarters and not raise this kind of alarm.
Well, it should be a problem. When you have a security apparatus that is dominated by a section of the country, dominated by what we call groupthink, dominated by one line of thought, then of course they're going to have blind spots, and many blind spots. So if you have in this organization, for instance, only men, then they're going to have blind spots towards women. And that's what's happening with our security architecture. It is slanted, it is dominated, and it's in one direction. And therefore, things like this should be picked up by them and not necessarily being picked up by them. That's the problem. We have gaps, and those gaps are deliberate.
All right, let's quickly come back home to Oyo State. This is in Oyo Reporters. Appointments of judges in Oyo based on merit. Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State said on Wednesday that it did not interfere in the appointment of judges in the state, as been insinuated in some quarters. He stressed that due process was vital to his government. The governor spoke while hosting the Muslim Ummah in the state at his residence in Ibadan. According to him, the state is fair and just to all religions, just as merit and excellence are considered in appointments and recruitments. It looks like at every point in time where when we have such recruitments, those in the position of power have to come out and address citizens to tell them that, oh yes, due process was followed. I mean, it looks like there's no longer trust in people, in political office holders, because of nepotism. That has been the order of the day.
Yeah, I listened to Governor Makinde yesterday, and it was quite clear. It was quite eloquent about it. People are accusing him. I think what has happened is that religion has seeped into, and sectionalism has seeped into the whole of our body politics. And when it comes to appointments, people are looking to see, is it a Muslim, is it a Christian? It's possible that all the judges, if they are appointed, if they follow promotion, that they may come from a particular part for a period of time, not by design, but just by the mere fact that that's just the way it is. And I think for the governor to have to justify that judges, their appointment, are not because he's biased and so on and so forth, I think is of concern. Of course, judges, the appointments, the nominations are made by the governor. And of course, the governor has to take into a lot of considerations before he makes the appointment. But it's very clear that this is not based on religious considerations. It's not based on any sectional consideration. And afterwards, the governor is supposed to rely on advice.
All right, let's take the very first call. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
All right, the number to call is 0705 5949, 0705 5949, or 0809 7949. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Dr. Ogbemi and DELE.
Good morning.
This is Shegun from Oyo.
All right, Shegun.
It is good the governors in Southern Nigeria made that decision. But they should start from their state. One, they should go to the House of Assembly. A last law ban open grazing, number one. Two, they should give political and financial autonomy to local government, House of Assembly, and judiciary. After that one, they will now call on federal government to do the same. About Professor Akitoye, he's false alarm. He's the leader of people that want to do at the public. If he has that information, he go to DSS. People should not let us be panicked in Southwest. We know the bandits are around, but he should not give us false information about doctors. Are you in Asurok that you suggest that President Muhammadu Buhari is not in charge of this country? Have a nice time.
I don't need to be in Asurok to be able to determine that. I think I have a level of intellect and a level of perception. And I think people behind the scene actually know what's going on in this country. Mm-hmm.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Emeka from Agbete.
All right.
I sincerely supported the first caller. Most of the things being said on this platform just to cause high blood pressure. Good morning.
All right, thank you.
He called to support.
Oh, well, if it's high blood pressure, then let's have a rebuttal from the government. I think our problem is the security architecture. And until we get it very localized, we're going to continue to get such claims like this.
Hello. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, our problem is not about the religion. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with the political party. We need to embrace the ideal of choosing by merit. That is our problem. Thank you. Good morning, Bemi and DELE.
All right.
Thank you, Ambassador, for calling. We'll take a break quickly. We'll be back in a short while.
Wait till you dey wait for. You no need to stress at all. Say the bag don dey for us. Make we jolly dey go. Even small pikin, mommy, daddy, better life for you. Oya brukututu komaro. Sisi Eko abeg no dey slow. Send the bank better life promo. You don dey yafu for you. 30,000 worth of gifts for 50 people every week. No dey sit down for your seat. Grab the opportunity. Send it better like promo. Send it bank account. Send it better like promo. With minimum of 5,000 naira. Send it better like promo. Request is send it debit card. Send it better like.
For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com/betterlife. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
This is what you hear on Sunday.
You were beautiful.
This is what happens before Sunday.
Where are the teams? One more slip up and you are out. Do you understand? It's rehearsal time, everybody.
Where's my dress, so?
Watch Countdown to Showtime, an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the intense rehearsals, painful setbacks, and all the drama as the contestants battle for the ultimate prize on Nigerian Idol. Countdown to Showtime, only on showmax.com.
Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Rama. You just dey come. Me, Hey, don't break my fast though. With the food, where they give us for here. In fact, now so kill with you before we collect time.
So, all this stress on top say you want collect fruits for breaking fast. Don't worry yourself, because me don't get get fruit from Adron Homes. You remember I tell you about the Ramadan promo? You self benefit from Adron Ramadan promo package. With chicken money like 25,000 naira initial deposit, you go get food pack or shopping voucher and even spread the payment within 24 months. You no finish for there. For every land where you buy, you self go collect gift. If you can't pay 1 million income, you go collect food pack, bag of rice, goat, and even shopping voucher. Take joy body. Hey, wait till you they wait for. Oya sharply go Adron Homes, make you self benefit from the Ramadan promo. For more Tori, make you call us for 0802 200 4260 or 0805 661 4335.
Please, sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn. Then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stanbicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
As you freely connect to your creator, also stay in touch with your loved ones across all networks for just 12 kobo per second all through this holy month. Simply dial *152# to enjoy this special voice plan. And if you want to share pictures and videos of fun Sahoo moments, dial *312# to get best value Airtel Night Bundle.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Bola, what have you been seriously studying for? I thought you were done with your exams.
Mommy, I've been preparing for the 32FM Smart Kids Ambassador Challenge.
What's that?
The 32FM Smart Kids Ambassador Challenge is a quiz competition for children on radio. If I answer all my questions correctly, I get to be an ambassador and also win a bicycle.
That's interesting. Oh, please face your book, I beg. Do you want snacks?
Yes, Mommy.
Hello, lads. That's it. Are you between the ages of 5 to 13 years old? From the 1st to the 27th of May, you have the opportunity to be a Smart Kids Ambassador. All you have to do is call on the show from 5:15 to 6 p.m. daily and answer all questions correctly. You also stand a chance to win bicycles, engineering sets, and lots more. What are you waiting for? Start studying. Be like Bola. Bola is a smart kid. The Smart Kids Ambassadors Challenge is proudly supported by Smart Kids Engineers, Design Bricks, Flour Mills Nigeria, Danabit Homes, Health Concerns. Note that you have the opportunity to give a shout out to your school on the show for a token. For sponsorship and inquiries, please call Talkback on 003-579-6925 or Seun on 0703-602-1608. Smart Kids Ambassadors Challenge, the conquest of the best brain.
32 FM
94.9.
All right, 0705 5949 0809 7949. Hello.
Hello. Okay, let's try this one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Billy.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, and Dr. Jedu. Good morning. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like the governor just said, the decisions that I don't actually trust the politicians, so I wouldn't really want to believe they will take actions on what they said. I don't know. Then on somebody telling Dr. Jogu, is he in Asu Rock? Hey, my brother, we all know what is happening. Even if you think you and I are not there, with what we are seeing, we should be able to say one or two things about this, and we still stand on it. We don't think he's in charge. That is the truth. Please. And also on, please, there is this issue of nobody's getting. This whole thing started earlier. We were talking. Some of the people calling now to say there is high blood pressure, they were attacking us. We knew something like this was going to happen. Now we are changing. We pray God will come in like we do here. Instead of doing action, we are praying on to God. let's see if God will be the one that will do it, since we've left everything in his hand. Good morning.
Thank you, okay, for your contribution. 0705 5949 0809 7949. I mean, journalists don't write. They don't write the story. They don't
cook the story.
Cook the stories in the papers.
story.
We see what happens and then we write the report. 0809 7949 0705 7009
0705
5949. Apologies. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Falodun.
Thank you, sir. I'm Falodun from Papalodo. Let us stop the civil aspect, sir. President Buhari cannot restructure Nigeria, not because he doesn't want to do it, but because he has the constitutional power to do it. He sought and vote to define this oligarchic constitution. See, the constitution was horrible packed together because they want democracy to come to Nigeria, but unfortunately the same constitution has defeated democracy in Nigeria. So the only solution now is that Nigerians, due to blocking of necessity, try as much as possible in 2023, let us have a new constitution that will produce new Nigerians, modern Nigerians, good government, good leaders. Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Thank you, and good morning to you too. 0809 7000 949 0705 5000 949. You can also add on to YouTube at 32FM 949 Ibadan, 32FM 949 Ibadan to drop your messages if you have a comment to pass across. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is Olufemi from Oyo. Now, we are just saying that some people talking about what is happening in Nassau Rock. We just want us to know one thing, that if there is what happened to Abba Kyari or whatever, the chief of staff house. In fact, I was thinking armed robber cannot enter to that place. One, it's likely to be a coup that they just manage, that they don't want us to know what is happening. And secondly, on the who is who that is giving us information, initially all of them, either the National Assembly member or whatever, they know that government is the state government. And they know that if that information is given to government, they will be told not to say it out until those criminals perform their innocent crime. So they are now giving us that we should start defending ourselves, that government cannot protect us again. God help Nigeria.
God help Nigeria. Amen. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. My name is Olusegun.
All right.
Those people that are faulting the statement made by Professor Baji Akintoye, it's unfortunate we cannot turn this from to an argument point. If they follow events from the past, they will know that whatever is being rumored, either whichever rumor or whichever way they take it, eventually comes to reality. And all happenings in such business points to the fact that such a thing can happen. Who knows that Mali and the Malians can come to January to settle down in the camp to be kidnapping people? Most of these things have been rumored long ago. In fact, it's unfortunate that they mention it. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, and good morning to you too, sir. 0705 5000 949. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
My name is Alabi from Bodija.
All right, please go ahead.
I want to let Professor Ojezu don't be deterred with whatever comments someone make in this program, because we have a media campaign of the presidency. They are scattered all over the country, so they will come and defend the government. What even a blind man know that the president is not in control. How many times this year we have had a lot of Ankara kidnappings? In fact, more than 6-7 times. How many times has the presidency left Abuja to go and check out what is going on? The only time he left this country is for medical treatment. So please, he is not in charge. Have a nice day, please.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Everybody is entitled to the opinion.
Yes.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And Doctor.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, yes. Don't be bothered by what I say. You are raising false alarm that the president is not in control. How many times have you had the president addressing the nation on the state of things? raising, Dr. Gray is raising false alarm. Even between Ghana yesterday, it's like guerrilla warfare. You just come out, shoot, and go back into the forest. Even between Ipetu, Desha, and Lesha last week, somebody that was carrying planks to Lagos they just appeared and shot, and they disappeared again. So how can you say that Pastor Gray is raising false alarm? Even your man is saying that we were supposed to sit down together and see how things will work out for us. And the call by the Southern governor on the structuring and the state police is a wake-up call, and they should work on their talk. And you see, like the African leader said, it's a challenge, and they must prove now that they love their people.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. It is on this note we wrap it up today. Dr. Ojedokun, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for being part of our show. Thank you, Gwemi. Thank you, Dr. Ojedokun. And we want to wish her a happy birthday.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she's 21 today.
20 actually.
20.
I thought you were going to sing for me.
GBEMISOLA SOYEMI turns 20 today. So let's wish her happy birthday. We'll sing behind the scene. Yeah,
thank you very much.
My name is DELE ADEYANJU. Thank you for your time with us.
32 FM.
Ìkànnì adẹ́rìn-pòṣónú.
32 FM. The Pioneer Joy Station.
32 FM.
The station admired by other radio stations. 32 FM.